What's up, guys? I have another creepy doll for you. But this doll, oh, he's the doll before all the dolls. This doll is over 100 years old. Yes. His story is hella creepy. So I hope you're ready to be scared on this nice Monday. Grab a snack and get ready, because if you like my Annabelle video, you're really gonna like this one. Before we get started, you already know what I want you to do. And if you haven't been here before, then what I'm gonna need you to do is go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and smash it. Join the Mermaid Gang. We have fun around here, and there are no limitations around here. We just do whatever the hell we want to do. So join the Mermaid Gang today. Don't wait, and turn on my notifications so that you will be notified whenever I post. Although I do have a schedule now. I have a schedule. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I post videos. And there's gonna be a really special video coming up that you're not gonna want to miss. So join now, turn on my notifications, and keep on paying attention, because this video, I'm traveling somewhere and it has to do with paranormal. And that's all we're gonna say right now. Tonight, we are going to be talking about Robert the doll. The doll before the dolls. He's over 100 years old. He was created and still lives in Key West, Florida. But we'll get to that in just a minute. The story starts back in the 1900s. There was a family, the Otto family, who had a son named Eugene Robert Otto. The family had a servant, and apparently they were pretty rude to her and treated her badly, as some people tend to do. She was supposedly into like witchcraft and like voodoo. Well, right before she was either fired or quit, she put together this handmade doll filled with straw, from what I read, and gave it to the little boy. I mean, common sense kind of tells you that she cursed the doll, right? Okay, so she cursed this freaking doll, the straw doll, and gave it to the little boy. Well, the little boy loved the freaking doll. He loved his gift and named him Robert. So because the doll was going by Robert, he decided he would go by Gene, so there was no confusion. Well, as we should already know, it don't last that long. So the first hint that the doll was a little off was when this kid was about like 10 years old. He woke up to Robert sitting at the foot of his bed staring at him. And I'll just give y'all a little visual. So a few minutes later, his mom is woken up to Gene screaming because this doll is throwing shit all over the room, basically. Well, she's trying to come in the door and the freaking door is locked. When she finally gets in the door, he is terrified and there's shit everywhere. Like, his shit is all over the room. So the doll is just acting a fool. So even his furniture was like flipped over and shit. Like, it was everywhere. Like, it was insane. So his mom's like, what happened? And all he would ever say is, Robert did it. Okay, first of all, that's the last thing you want to hear from your kid. The last thing you want to hear from your kid is that his freaking doll just made this mess. Okay, so then after that happens, the parents would often hear him having a conversation in his room, and then the other person that he was having a conversation with have a totally different voice than him. Yeah. They said that they would see the doll speak. They would see his expression change. And they would often, I guess, I'm assuming out of the corner of their eye, see him like running upstairs and shit. Again, just like the Annabelle story, why are we not doing anything about this? Why? Why are we just dealing with these things? Why are we okay with these things? So anyway, they just like live their life like this. Yeah, they just live their life like this, and it just continues. And apparently at some point they stick the doll up in the attic. Well, when his parents pass away, when Gene's parents pass away, him and his wife Anne move back into his parents' house, and he decides that Robert needs his own room. Oh, and another thing they would see is him sitting in the upstairs window, just staring out. So anyway, they move back into his parents' house, and Anne, she ain't with the doll. She's not with the shits, okay? She's not with the shits. She don't like that doll. She's not cool with him. She don't want him nowhere around. She wants him in the attic. So Gene wanted him to be in that top room where he liked to look out of the window. But Anne was like, nah, bruh. He cannot have his own room. He's got to go in the attic. So he puts him in the attic. Well, as you can already assume, Robert was not happy with his new crib. He was not happy. He didn't want to be in no attic. So they would hear footsteps up in the attic, and they would hear like some devil ass giggling and stuff like that all up in the attic. Well, he was supposed to be in the attic. He was he was doing all that pacing and laughing and all that shit. Well, the kids, the neighbor kids, would be like, he's sitting in that window mocking us when we walk by. Like, they were scared of him. And Gene was like, ain't no way, because he's up in the attic, right? There's no way he's sitting in that window. Well, he went to check the attic, and Robert was not in his new crib no more. He was in his room, in the window. Yeah, he was. So anyway, apparently Gene locked him back in the attic multiple times, and every single time he got back in his little rocking chair in front of his little window in his room. So anyway, I guess they just live with that again. We just living with shit. And eventually Gene passed away of old age. So some new owners bought the house and moved into the house. Well, the doll was in the attic. Well, they had a 10-year-old daughter. So little girl was happy. She found this cute little doll. Well, he wasn't that cute, but she found this doll in the attic, and she thought that was so cool. She took him to her room. Poor little girl immediately starts screaming to her mama, talking something. She's scared of that doll. It wants to hurt her, and it runs around her room. After that, those people actually did. This mama was smart. She got rid of him, but she actually gave him to, because he was Gene Otto's doll. Gene Otto was an artist, so he was well known around there, really established, and so they put him in a museum, and they, I guess, told the museum the story, what Robert would be doing. So they have this, he's still in the museum. You can look it up. I'll tell you the name of it in just a minute. But he's in the museum in Key West, and people come to visit him. But people say that when they get to his exhibit, that their cameras stop working, their phones stop working, and they just feel really ill. But the ones who don't, the ones who be like snapping pictures of him or mocking him, bad shit starts happening in their lives, and they actually have a whole wall of apology letters. They believe that you need to be asking for his consent to take his pictures. You need to be hella respectful, introduce yourself, all kind of shit to this doll. Otherwise, your life be hell after you visit Robert if you piss him off. So basically, I'm not gonna go there. In this article that I have pulled up, staff members report that Robert's facial expressions change hearing demonic giggling, and have even seen Robert put his hand up to the glass. You know what? I love Jesus. I love me some Jesus. And Jesus tells me I shouldn't go near none of that shit. I don't recommend you go see this doll. I really don't. I know that I be funny in these videos and I'm joking around and shit, but the facts that I told you are true. This shit is not a joke. I would not, again, just like Annabelle, I would not recommend it. That shit is nothing to play with. Okay, so the museum that he's at is the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida, where some believe his hair color and soul are both slowly fading. Visitor, beware. As Robert's current favorite mischievous act involves casting curses on those who take his photo without first asking permission. To date, the walls near his glass case are covered in numerous letters from previous visitors begging for Robert's forgiveness and asking him to remove any hex he has cast. I think there's actually a movie about him. I'm not sure if it's like really accurate to the story, but that's the real story. Basically, summary, they pissed the servant off. She hexed that shit, cursed it with black magic, and gave it to the family. And it scared the shit out of them for years. Scared another family after they moved in, and they sent that bitch to a museum where he's still scaring people. So, you can go to that museum. I don't plan to. I'll research these dolls. I'll talk about these dolls. I'll tell y'all because it's really interesting, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna go and mess with something like that. Don't mess with anything like that. You know, I say this in all of my videos about bad spirits and things like that. Do not. Don't mess with that shit. Don't try to contact anything. Don't taunt anything. Like, just don't be messing with shit you don't know anything about. Go watch the movie on it. I don't know. Let me know if you've ever seen the movie about Robert the Doll. Let me know if you've ever heard of him. Leave me an emoji below to let me know that you made it all the way through the video. I know it's not that freaking long. It's not that long of a story, but it's really freaking creepy. It's really creepy. A doll that flips furniture and just scares kids, just terrorizes children. No, thank you. No, see, my son ain't getting no dolls. He ain't getting no nothing. No kind of doll. No nothing. He can have trucks and whatever else he wants to play with. He ain't getting no damn dolls. So, anyway, let me know if you like this video. Join the Mermaid Gang, and we out.